What exactly makes a Rolex watch vintage? A vintage Rolex is typically defined by several key factors. As Rolex has discontinued many models throughout its history, those that are no longer in production grow in rarity and often in desirability among collectors. Understanding these criteria helps collectors and enthusiasts appreciate not just the watch itself, but the context and history it represents. Each model showcases Rolex's mastery in watchmaking. Welcome to a journey through time with Rolex, the epitome of luxury in watchmaking. Today, we explore the allure of vintage Rolex watches, pieces that not only tell time, but also tell stories of innovation, prestige, and timeless style. In the world of horology, the term vintage holds significant weight, especially when attached to a brand as esteemed as Rolex. But what exactly makes a Rolex watch vintage? It's not just about being old. A vintage Rolex is typically defined by several key factors. Age. Most commonly, a Rolex is considered vintage if it is more than 25 years old. This age threshold ensures that the watch represents a previous generation or era of production. Rarity. Vintage status is often related to the rarity of the model. As Rolex has discontinued many models throughout its history, those that are no longer in production grow in rarity and often in desirability among collectors. Historical significance. A Rolex model that marked a technological breakthrough or was a pioneer in a new design during its time can be considered vintage. For example, the introduction of the Datejust in 1945, which featured the first automatic date-changing function on the dial, marked a significant milestone in watchmaking. Era of manufacture. Watches that were produced during pivotal periods in Rolex's history, such as those made during the early 20th century or specific decades known for certain styles or innovations, are typically regarded as vintage. Collectability. The collectability of a watch, driven by factors such as its story, like having been worn by a notable individual, its features, like unique dials or limited production runs, also plays a crucial role in its classification as vintage. Understanding these criteria helps collectors and enthusiasts appreciate not just the watch itself, but the context and history it represents. A vintage Rolex is not just an instrument of time. It is a piece of history that adorns the wrist, telling tales of eras past and the timeless appeal of one of the world's most prestigious watchmakers. A brief history of Rolex. Founded in 1905 by Hans Wilsdorf, Rolex set out to transform the wristwatch, not only in functionality but in prestige. By introducing the first waterproof wristwatch, the Oyster, in 1926, Rolex pioneered innovations that would define the industry for decades to come. The icons of their times. Among the legends is the Rolex Submariner, introduced in 1953, designed for divers and known for its robust and functional design. The Daytona, launched in 1963 for racing drivers, and the GMT Master, created in 1954 for airline pilots, are other stellar examples of Rolex's commitment to watches tailored for professional use. The craft of collecting vintage Rolex watches. Collecting vintage Rolex watches is an art. Collectors cherish the Submariner for its evolution and rarity in early models, and the Daytona, especially models with the Paul Newman dial, has fetched astronomical sums at auctions, reflecting its cult status among enthusiasts. The evolution of the Rolex design. As we delve deeper into the story of Rolex, the evolution of its design becomes strikingly apparent. Each phase of innovation showcases the brand's mastery over both form and function, epitomizing the art of luxury watchmaking. The journey begins with the Oyster Perpetual, introduced in the late 1920s. It's revered for its elegant simplicity and significant technological advancements, notably its self-winding mechanism powered by a perpetual rotor. This model laid the groundwork for what would become a defining feature of the Rolex identity, its seamless blend of form and functionality that appeals equally to the aesthetically minded and the technically inclined. Moving forward in time, Rolex expanded its repertoire with the introduction of the Explorer in 1953. This watch was designed in the spirit of adventure and exploration. It was rugged yet sophisticated, built to endure extreme conditions without compromising on style. The Explorer was a testament to Rolex's commitment to serving those who push the boundaries of human achievement. The narrative of innovation continued with the launch of the Sea Dweller in 1967, a model that incorporated a helium escape valve to handle the decompression periods of deep-sea saturation diving. This functionality spoke to the complex technical challenges Rolex aimed to overcome, reflecting an ongoing quest to support professional divers in their perilous underwater missions. Each of these models, from the early Oyster Perpetuals to the later Explorers and Sea Dwellers, not only enhanced the functional capabilities of the wristwatch, but also refined its aesthetic appeal. They marked key points in the timeline of Rolex's design evolution, highlighting how each new model built upon its predecessors to push the envelope of what a luxury watch can be. This evolution is a clear indication of Rolex's unyielding pursuit of perfection, where every detail is considered and every functionality enhanced to meet the precise needs of its wearers. Understanding and identifying vintage models. Identifying a vintage Rolex requires an eye for detail. Serial numbers, dial types, and even subtle changes in logo placement can indicate the period of manufacture and authenticity, crucial for any collector. The thrill and challenges of the vintage Rolex market. The vintage Rolex market is thrilling, but challenging. Prices can vary widely based on condition, originality of parts, and provenance. Potential collectors must navigate these waters carefully, balancing passion with meticulous research. Preserving your vintage Rolex. Preserving a vintage Rolex is preserving history. Regular maintenance by certified professionals ensures these timepieces not only retain their functional integrity, but also their financial value. Vintage Rolex watches are more than timekeepers. They are heirlooms and treasures of mechanical artistry. Whether you're a seasoned collector or new to the world of vintage horology, each Rolex tells a story, waiting to be a part of yours. If you enjoyed this story of vintage Rolex watches, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay updated with our latest watch reviews and luxury insights. Share your thoughts and your favorite model from today's lineup in the comments below. Next video, we'll dive into the most important vintage Rolex models. Stay tuned.